She try to be nosy and hit on my ex. She like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, hey, we need more. Tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, one point to God. Big numbers.
The onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the San Francisco 49ers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Charlie.
Back to throw, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Willie Henry muscled his way in for...
That's how we do it, G.
3rd and 10.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, here's and once more. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
21. Here we go. Alpha. Hey, go on, Mike 40. You must be dreaming. Mike 40.
From the 39, Garoppolo, and he hits Drake. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A loss of 2 there, second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the end zone, Stafford. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6, team 6. Check right 54, right 54. Hey, keep it 32. Right there.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's caught, and again it's Goodwin. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, it's Stafford, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Now Drake down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, orbit. Let's go. Hey.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. It's complete to Drake. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On first down, Drake. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Just like that.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, exit. 53, Mike, 53. Right. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Libra.
Operating from the gun. Stafford is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Detroit. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Pushing through the contact.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. On first down, Goldberg. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
21.
Hey, switch gears. Alert 3.
On second down now, Goldberg only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Lock. 44's Mike. Check. All day, baby, all day. Hey, echo. 21. Mike, 44.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis.
Check back.
Garoppolo on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Damon Harrison able to record his 5th sack of the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
44, Mike, 44.
Garoppolo now. And this one caught by Max Williams. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. To throw is Garoppolo. Got his man. It's Williams. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Nice 7. Watch a slant. 11. Hey, Haywood.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Open man is Bourne. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Garoppolo on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Bravo. 11. Here we go. 6. Pull it high. Check 24.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's got it to Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
12 pounds, here we go.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Drake. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Check, check. Stay with your man. Check, check.
On 2nd down. Boom. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards there at a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
I'm coming. He's crashing. He's flag. Hey, alert 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Hey, box truck.
From the 50, Stafford. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Go. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
From the gun, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. Now it's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
50. Check 3. 5.
Here's Stafford. He's going to go up top for the end. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we'll send you back over to Orlando. Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. First half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 9, check 9. Lock.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I got you. Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hand. 11. Motion, man.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last run, so here is 2nd and 7 from the 28. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers able to record. His 5th sack of the season. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into it. Not a good play at all.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Goldberg. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. To the end zone, a pick-6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gold to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they just had that pick-6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Dee Ford, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
I know you felt that one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll run with Drake. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Zoom. We got 4.
On second and 11 now. Garoppolo, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Charlie.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On first down, Garoppolo. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. To throw again on second down. Garoppolo, and he hits Drake, and he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. The Niners on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
12.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up 4th.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a play fake here on first down. Man open, it's Goodwin. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
And middle.
Here's Stafford. Got a man open. It's Ross. Touchdown, Detroit. As his guys are in for 6. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll keep it on the ground. Goldberg. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. The Niners on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll try the left side. Goldberg. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Ross on the return. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Coming this way. 50-50. Here we go. Smooth.
On 1st down, Stafford here. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Nick Bosa. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
2nd down.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing is Stafford. Open man is Ross, complete. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Now a 1st down throw, Stafford. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he is all the way up past the 25. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Record. 40's Mike. 40's Mike.
Watch the pass.
Mike 40.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Touchdown, Detroit.
So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a one-score game with a 2-point conversion. Hunt going to run for it. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at his 4. A little juke. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll go with Boone. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
12.
Check nickel.
Say hot. 6.
And the blitz does come. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, let's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. A big play there for the Niners. And even 70 yards. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Drake. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Now Gold for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And Charles, in this one, the fourth quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out, and I know we didn't on air, but mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position to put the real pressure on them down the stretch.
So for the Niners, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.